New part of the game, you say? New video, I say. So, there's this new part of the game. It's called Ancient Crystals. Basically, what you do is you sacrifice one of the 5-star monsters that you have, right? Like, I have an extra Wind Monkey King right here. I've got him locked, so it won't let me select him. But if I wanted to, I'd select and then click OK. And he pops up right there. It takes all of these little things here, but it only takes 20 of each of those. They're really not hard to farm 20. Even if you can only get like a B plus or something, 20 is doable within like 4 tries. So it's not hard. And I mean, usually by the time you have an extra 5-star to throw away, you have, you can farm 20. So you use this, you pay 150,000 mana. I know that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And then you get 300 ancient crystals, right? You can see I have 325. You get 300 for doing it. I have no idea where those other 25 came from, but yay, I guess. So you can move to the shop, right? There's a button for it right there, right above on the top right. Or you can click the shop button at the bottom right, click on special, and click on the ancient magic shop on the far left. That brings up the old thing that's ancient coins, right? It shows how many ancient coins you have at the bottom, and then it shows you all your options. And next to that is the ancient crystal. Now, there's 2 suggested things. Now I know where I got the 25. There's 2 suggested things to get. The Splendid Blessing. So, Splendid Blessing, what happens is when a 5-star monster pops up, right? So when you get a really cool lightning and you're about to get a 5-star, from scrolls, doing it out of fusion obviously doesn't count, but when you get one from a scroll, instead of just giving you a 5-star monster, it will pop up with 2 choices, and you get to pick which one you want. They'll both be 5 stars. You could end up with any combination, like Wind Monkey King and Water Monkey King. I mean, you never know. But that allows you to pick one of the 2 instead of just being stuck with one. Everybody I've talked to says that getting at least 1 Splendid Blessing is very much worth it. The reappraisal stones, in my opinion, and those I've asked, is not worth it. These crystals, I mean, you can only get 300 by sacrificing a 5-star monster. That's the only way, as of right now, to get these crystals. So wasting them on something that you can produce 3 of a week, like reappraisal stones, is just not a good choice. But if you go to the grindstones, so all of the options that you see will only be legendary grindstones, right? That's the good thing. On the top right, you'll see refresh chances and refresh. I've already used all mine, so I can't do it. I'll go to the rune. Oh, yeah. So I'll show you here on the rune. It's basically the same thing. You get 3 options, right? They all cost the same, 180. On grindstones, they all cost 85. So you can get 3 grindstones for every 5-star monster you sacrifice. But here's how it works. I'll show you here on the runes. It gives you 3 options, right? And let's say I don't like any of these 3, and I mean, these are fine, but I'm not, in love with any of these. You click the refresh button, and it refreshes it. It doesn't cost anything to refresh, except you'll see that it has refresh chances up there. You get 20 a month. That's how it works. 20 chances every month, and it resets on the 1st of every month instead of the 15th like some of the other stuff. So I have 3 more chances. That's only for 3 more days. So I'll blow through. What I would suggest is once you have some of these crystals to spend, or some of these stones, whatever, you want to start going through all the chances every month. Just pick a day and spend 20 minutes blowing through them. Usually what I would suggest would be the speed grindstones for despair. Despair's not a bad choice. I don't think it's a perfect choice. Speed grindstones for swift and violent. Those 2 types of grindstones will help you for a long time. Outside of that, just because of how hard it is to get these coins, I'm not sure anything. I mean, there are other things that are worth it. I mean, even that HP % vampire gem that you see right there in the center, that's really good. That's a really nice gem. The legendary, makes it actually decent. If you get a 13% roll, that's a decent stat to have added on to. I mean, you may end up with like a, a defense +6 on some random gem or on some random runestone, and then you could use this gem, switch it out, and then bam. But I think I would suggest just getting speed grindstones. Speed is the meta right now. It's so important that I think it outweighs anything else. I mean, it's kind of annoying. I really hope that they do something about it, but what are you gonna do? So when it comes to runes, you've got to decide going in what it is you're looking for. So for me, I'm looking for an amazing speed rune, right? And I mean speed slot 2. Or, like you see that Swift there in the center, has 6 speed and then a couple of decent subs. Part of me wants to snag that, but you've got to remember that since these cost 180, you can only get 1 rune per 5-star. So I'm just going to refresh again. Yeah, so I might end up picking up that defense. It's determination. No, the family matters. If it was a different, maybe I would. The substats on that are not great. The speed's nice, but that's it. I'll probably get that destroy on the far right before I got the determination. But this is basically the system. These are the only things you can really do with it right now. I'll show you the other way to get there again. You go back to the craft house, click craft, and then special. And it's the second on the bottom right, or on bottom left. Select all you want, and then just click move to shop. This is the fast way to get there if you're already doing it. Move to shop, and then boom, you're there. But otherwise, you can just click the shop at the bottom. That's basically it. If you guys have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. If you disagree with me, I'd love to hear from you. Put something in the comments with... articulate your reasons. Don't just say you suck. Well, I mean, you can, but it's better for everybody, even me, if you put something in and say, hey, look, I disagree because this and this, because then I can go and look at those and maybe it's something I haven't thought of.